What if I told you that almost everything you've been taught about success is a lie? Not just a harmless myth, but a deeply ingrained illusion, passed down through schools, media, even well-meaning family members. You were told that if you just work hard, keep your head down, follow the rules, and wait your turn, success will come. But for millions of people, it doesn't. In fact, following that exact advice is why so many talented, hardworking individuals feel stuck. They did everything right and still ended up unfulfilled. Today, we're peeling back the curtain. This isn't a motivational speech. This is a reality check. Because until you see the truth, the full picture, you all keep chasing a version of success that was never designed for you. Now let's get into it. From the time we're kids, we're fed a simple formula. Go to school, get good grades, get into a good college, get a stable job, work hard, retire at 65, live happily ever after. It's neat, it's predictable, comfortable. But here's the problem. It no longer reflects reality. The world has changed. The economy has changed. The job market has changed. But this old formula, it hasn't. We now live in a world where job security is rare, industries are being disrupted overnight, and the rules of the game shift constantly. Yet millions still try to follow a script written in the 1950s, expecting 2025 results. Success is no longer linear. It's messy, non-traditional, full of risk, experimentation, detours, and reinventions. Those who thrive aren't the ones clinging to the ladder. They're the ones building their own path entirely. You've heard this one before. Just work hard and you'll succeed. It's well-intentioned. It sounds fair, but it's only part of the truth. Think about it. How many people do you know who work themselves to the bone and still struggle? They put in long hours. They sacrifice weekends. They say yes to everything, yet they stay in the same place. Now compare that to someone who seems to move up effortlessly, landing promotions, closing deals, launching successful projects, and working less than others. What's the difference? It's not just effort. It's leverage. Success today isn't about how hard you work. It's about how smart you work, where you apply that effort, and whether it's producing results that scale. That means building relationships, learning skills that are in high demand, understanding systems, and positioning yourself strategically. It's not just grinding harder, but stepping back and asking, is this the smartest move I can make with my time and energy? Let's be honest. The traditional idea of success was never meant to serve everyone equally. It was shaped by a narrow group of people, in a narrow time in history, with a narrow view of what success looked like. Wealth, status, a big house, a fancy title, and usually, that success came at the cost of health, relationships, or personal freedom. But success should never be one-size-fits-all. The truth is, most people are chasing a version of success that doesn't even align with their values. They want freedom, but they're working toward a lifestyle that requires them to be chained to a desk. They want fulfillment, but they're optimizing for money. They want peace, but they're climbing ladders that lead to stress and burnout. You've been sold someone else's dream. No wonder it doesn't feel right. Here's one of the most powerful truths about success. You don't need permission, not from your boss, not from society, not even from your past self. The most successful people aren't the ones who waited until they were ready. They're the ones who moved anyway, who built things before they were qualified, started businesses without degrees, who took leaps when others stayed put. They don't wait for the world to hand them an opportunity. They create one. But most people never take that leap. Why? Because they're waiting for validation. They want someone to say, yes, you're allowed to be great now. But that moment never comes. The truth is, no one's coming to give you permission. You have to give it to yourself. Another lie we're told, that failure is something to avoid at all costs. In school, failure means a bad grade. At work, it means embarrassment. Socially, it's judged. So we do everything we can to avoid failing, and in the process, we avoid trying. But here's what successful people understand. Failure, ESNT, the opposite of success, it's a step toward it. Every person you admire, every entrepreneur, artist, inventor, or leader has failed more times than you know. What separates them isn't talent or luck. It's that they kept going. Failure gives you data. It sharpens your instincts. It humbles you. It forces growth in a way success never can. So if you're failing, good. You're in the game. Social media has done something strange to us. Used to be you compared yourself to your neighbor, your coworker, maybe your friend from college. Now, you're comparing yourself to millionaires in Bali, 25-year-old CEOs, people whose job is literally to look successful online. It's exhausting, and it's fake. What you're seeing is the highlight reel, filtered, polished, edited, and curated. But what you feel is, why am I not there yet? This constant comparison warps your perception of what success should look like and how fast it should come. Real success doesn't follow a timer. It's not about where you are at 30 or 40 or 50. It's about building something meaningful on your terms. Comparison kills clarity, clouds your judgment. Start making moves based on what others have, instead of what you actually want. The only race worth running is your own. So, where does all of this leave us? Here's the truth that no one tells you. Success is deeply personal. There's no single definition, no fixed timeline, there's no universal checklist. You get to define it. Maybe success for you is building a business you believe in. Maybe it's raising a happy, healthy family. Maybe it's creating art that moves people, or living a peaceful, slow life in nature. The power and the responsibility lies with you. But that also means you have to stop outsourcing your definition of success to other people. Stop living by rules that don't fit. Stop chasing goals that aren't yours. Sit with yourself. Ask, what does success actually mean to me? What would a successful life feel like, not just look like? That clarity is worth more than any job title or dollar amount. You've been lied to about success, but now you know the truth. It's not about following a script. It's not about perfection. It's not even about achievement for its own sake. Real success is about alignment. Between what you do and who you are. Between how you live and what you value. Between where you are and where you truly want to be. So don't settle for the version you were handed. Build your own. Because the truth is, the most successful life is the one you define for yourself.
Thanks for watching.